Hello everyone and welcome to another F1 Manager video.
In the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset?
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors table right now. And at round 14, we're well into the season and the points allocation.
They're tight then for the rest of the action.
Today's video will be around Spa-Francorchamps, where Yuki has just gone P1 in the wrong car, then his right car goes P1, then Max. It's all Red Bull V-Carb top 3 in practice, but let's get into qualifying, feeling somewhat confident.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers need to give it their all whilst avoiding any mistakes.
Karun, there's Yuki Tsunoda. How would you describe things for him at the moment?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
And you're right. Well, it's nearly time for qualifying.
And that is not something I expected on our first run in Q1. Lewis Hamilton with a heavy crash into the barrier, and he is out, or he's going to be out if everyone does laps in Q1. Gio and Iwasa are going to put some times on the board there. Hopefully they're going to have time for 2 runs. It will be a little bit tight because it's like 2-minute laps around here. So they need to get back sort of really with 2.5 minutes to spare, and then I'm confident that they'll be able to go out again. Any less than that and it's a bit, might be tough to do it. And we're going to, it's green through sector 1 for both drivers. Iwasa through sector 2. He's going to get held a little bit. That's not ideal by one of the Mega Gamer F1 cars. If I didn't make that team, he wouldn't have been blocked. Brilliant. The reason why I'm not doing as many F1 Manager videos as what we used to on F1 Manager 23, by the way, is because 1, there's no F1 Manager 25 coming, so there's no rush. Iwasa goes P4 with a stonking lap. 2, Gio goes P5 also with a stonking lap. That wasn't my second point, but genuinely, we didn't have time to send them out again, by the way, and it was P10 and P13. But yeah, also the seasons are quite long, so when we start the second season, I think we're going to do 16 races. Yeah, 16 races. And I think I'll let you guys pick the tracks. So comment down below, what tracks do you want to keep on the calendar, and we'll save them. Because Silverstone is staying regardless of what happens. And other than that, I'm down for any other track to be dropped or put on. I really don't mind. I'm going to play some F1. I think we're going to do I think we're going to stick to twice a week with uploads. So this should be going out Thursday, which means we'll have Zandvoort on Saturday, and then we'll have Monza, which I haven't recorded as of this being voiceovered, on what, Saturday? No, Thursday, the following Thursday, and Gio's clocked up his lap. Very nice of you. But yeah, now you know what's going on with the F1 Manager videos. Just thought I'd give you a little update.
Very heavy on the brakes, and they'll need to be mindful.
By the way, thank you so much to everybody that's subscribed to our Mega Simulator Gamer channel. We are on 200 subscribers, or maybe 201 now. But honestly, it is a mind-boggling amount. And if you haven't subscribed to that channel, make sure you do. Pardon me, it's a good channel. It's a banging channel with a banging community. Green, sector 1 for Iwasa. We did get held up quite a few times there. I want to say there was at least 2 cars that held us up, and there was one that may have hindered us slightly but wouldn't have held us up really. Keeping Gio in the garage for now. I think he's just going to get 1 run at the end of this. And Iwasa's going to go for hopefully a green second sector, of which it is. Hopefully he doesn't cock this up. Hopefully he can get P6. above Porsche, that would be nice. Because it seems everybody's a bit all over the place in this session. It's a bit wishy-washy as to who's going through and who's going out. Iwasa up to the line. P10, not horrendous. P11 and P15 as we start our last laps. We've got points to prove and we've got points to score. Let's secure 6th place in the constructor standings and let's get more points here at Spa. Nice to see that Aston Martin, I think it was, getting straight out of the way. Or maybe it was a Mercedes. It looks like it was a Mercedes. It's green first sectors for both drivers. Iwasa is now on optimum driver's confidence. Optimal driver's confidence. Sorry, optimum. That's not a word. Yeah, it's 9:30 in the morning. What do you want me to say? It's a green second sector for Gio. It's a yellow for Iwasa. That's not great, but Iwasa doesn't have as much time to gain. Piastri goes fastest. Bottas goes third fastest. Russell finishes in 8th. Norris now goes fastest, and not much else is happening. Leclerc's in the drop zone. Someone's just gone and improved. I think that was Sainz. Gio is knocked out, and Iwasa is through for the minute in P9. What can Leclerc and Tsunoda do? Is Tsunoda on a lap? Doesn't look like Tsunoda's on a lap, so that means we're going to be through into Q3, which is awesome. Leclerc goes P3. Gio is going to be knocked out in 14th, but we've got Q3 now to focus on with Iwasa. Well, this has been... It feels like we've been in Q3 every race, but also every race it doesn't feel like we've been in Q3 for a while. That's probably because I don't upload these videos as much as I should, but hey-ho. Yeah, the plan is to go back to Mega Gamer F1, by the way, after this season. So, and start fresh for 2026. And build the car up from there. Yeah, but hopefully we can get some more points on board today with Iwasa. It would be nice to see Gio score some points, because when was the last time Gio actually scored some points? I'm going to check that after this video. But yeah, going through the second sector. It's a purple second sector, although I think we're the first one out, setting a lap in Q3. I think it's going to be a scrub lap and a fresh lap of softs, although we might save a set of softs for the race if we know we're only going to finish P10 anyway, which, let's face it, with 2 Mercedes, 2 Red Bulls, 2 Aston Martins we most probably are, although we've got Norris and Bottas behind us as we start our final lap with 30 seconds on the board. Currently it's Verstappen, from Alonso, from Russell, Piastri, Sainz, Leclerc, Ocon, Iwasa, Norris and Bottas is your top 10. Let's see if that will stay. I mean, I wouldn't mind starting P8. That gives us a very good chance of points tomorrow. It's a yellow first sector though on the fresh set of tyres, because I'm pretty sure we did use the fresh set in the end, because I thought it would be a medium hard one stop, but it turns out in the race, if you look at it, it's actually a soft medium one stop or a medium soft 2 stop. But anyway, coming through to sector 2, it's a green sector 2, so that fills me with a bit of hope, a bit of confidence. Cars going to start coming across the line. Sainz goes fastest for now. Piastri goes 4th. Verstappen stays P2. Norris goes up to P6. What can the Mercedes do? Leclerc goes up to P5. Alonso and Russell don't improve. Iwasa improves his time, not his position. But can Bottas get Iwasa? Or is it going to be P9 on the grid for us? Norris ends up finishing P8 as Ocon improves. Will Bottas improve, or will it be P9 for us? P9 for us. So we're going to start the Belgian Grand Prix from P9 and P14. Bring on race day.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only 1 driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Spa-Francorchamps should need no introduction. From the sweeping curve of Eau Rouge and Radion to the flat-out descent through Pouhon. This is just over 4 miles of wonderful racing wherever you look in the Belgian countryside. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane ahead of today's race. The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Many people here and at home are wondering what the Haas driver can do.
They've done well to secure a P9 start, and they'll be keen to convert that into some points.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And indeed it is go, go, go. Iwasa maintaining P9. He's on the conservative strategy. He has just been overtaken by Bottas down to P10. Gio was trying for P13, couldn't quite do it. It's a medium soft for Iwasa and a soft medium for Gio. I do apologise. But yeah, Iwasa's going to go round the outside of George Russell now, and that is P8 for Iwasa. Lawson and Magnussen fighting. Is Lawson going to make contact? He is. He's not here to make friends. He is here to make enemies, though, it would seem. Although he said he's not here to make enemies either. We defend from George Russell. George Russell gets us back and will nab DRS as well. How rude. We just can't get overtaken by Bottas, which we do. We're now down to P10. Gio goes back up to P14, overtaking Logan Sargent. And Iwasa's now fighting Zhou for P10. He loses P10 down to P11. And now Bottas and Russell run away. And Iwasa gets back up to P10 after overtaking Zhou Guan Yu. And Gio is in P12, overtaking Teo Porcher. Or maybe he's now P11. Who's to say? Don't know until we see the graphics. Oh, shush. Didn't click you. Sorry about that. Gio's now up to P11 and he's going for the double move up to P10. Now we've got both cars in the lead of this train. We can now control this pack, although there's a safety car at the worst time. We've got Iwasa back in front of Gio, but there's been an almighty pile up, as you can see, and it is genuinely going to hold us up with a double stack. And I don't know what happened there, but Logan Sargent hit a car and they both all went sideways. It was caused by Alex Albon's spin, and they all just queued up behind him instead of going round. Logan Sargent had the right idea, just didn't have the space, and everybody's coming into the pits. Literally everybody. Is anybody going to stay out? Right, this double stack's going to hold us. It's going to hold us. Yep, unfortunately Iwasa was held. Oh dear, Iwasa comes out P11. He's lost one to Zhou. And Gio is out in P15. Yeah, that's quite bad. And we've got to stretch this medium stint a long way now, so something like a VSC halfway through the stint would be ideal. It's P11 and P15 on the restart. Iwasa's going straight for the move on Zhou Guan Yu and up to P10. Although Zhou's not willing to give it up and he's fighting for his life at this point. And Iwasa is going to dive down the inside towards Lakon for the move, and Gio can't get past Albon and Porcher and up to P12, but he's going to try and look for a move on Alex Albon, but there's just nothing going. He does get Alex Albon through Lakon on lap 16, but Alex is not willing to give it up. And he's got Hamilton now behind him in the Ferrari, who must have had a grid penalty. Oh no, he got knocked out in Q1, of course. And Hamilton is now trying to lead this train, but Gio goes through the middle and into P11 on lap 18. Zhou's now fighting with him, and Iwasa's cleared a gap at this point of about 3.5 seconds, and then 5 seconds to Gio as Hamilton now gets past. Then Hamilton gets past Zhou, and all because Zhou wanted to break away for a lap and do a whatever, just have a show lap. It's now put Gio down to 12th, the leader of the train down to 12th, and Russell is complaining about his deployment, feeling terrible, and Gio is going to come in on lap 29 of 44 onto a set of the medium compound tyres for another 15 laps. And onto the mediums we go, 2.3, and Ocon overtakes Iwasa. He is on fresh tyres, so that's to be expected. Down into turn 1, using the grip of his tyres to his advantage and pushing his way past.
A closer look. Now with the
Although Iwasa ends up getting Ocon back down the... Is it the Camel? Yeah, it is the Camel straight into Lakon. What a move from Iwasa to overtake someone on fresh tyres. And then Gio's stuck behind 2 kicks. And finally manages to overtake one of them. And hopefully he can overtake both of them. And we get a VSC just as Iwasa's about to box, which is handy. Is it from George Russell he was complaining about his deployment? Does he just deploy on the exit? It looks like he just put a bit too much power down to me. Done exactly the same thing Lewis Hamilton done in qualifying 1. And Iwasa comes in to the pits, and it's a slow 1, 4.4.
No, that's a slow
but Zhou's also
there.
been handed a cupcake with this as well, but we're out right behind Lewis Hamilton with a possibility of P9 and definite points if we can keep it going. And Gio's now got a lot more life left to use in his mediums, so off we go. If anything else was to happen in front, we could get something out of this. Will we be able to get up Charles, who's in the pits? No, because he's going to come out in 7th. Gio straight away gets Albon and tries running off, but Albon gets him back. Then Gio's going to get him back down the Kemmel straight, late braking into Lecom. What a move. Iwasa's almost in the DRS of Hamilton. Albon now has a mechanical issue, which is good. Verstappen also now has a mechanical issue. And Gio overtakes Albon right before the DRS detection point. That's not ideal. And Albon then dives down the inside. Lewis Hamilton is now getting overtaken by Iwasa, and Iwasa is up to P9. 6 laps to go. Yeah, 6 laps to go. Couldn't really read that then. Gio's up to P11 again. Magnussen is having reliability issues. No, he's going to lock up into the final corner. And Hamilton is going to go for the move with 3 laps to go. Can't quite make it though. Iwasa holds the outside line with 2 laps to go. Hamilton is not going to make the move this time. We're saving as much fuel, ERS and everything as possible. And if we come up to the line, it's going to be P9 for Iwasa. Not far off Bottas in the end. And it's going to be P11 for Gio. Not bad from P9 and P14 to finish P9 and P11. It's an improvement. We get our sponsor money. That's everything we needed from the Belgian Grand Prix.
So just remember, when you come in, you go to P1, wait 3 seconds, and then P0. See you soon.
Wow, what a fantastic performance from the Haas driver there.
That really was such a strong performance, and they come away from today with a top 10 finish. Amazing, really, really good for the team.
A great display of team spirit there, as everyone finally gets the chance to share this moment. And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
Taking their 8th win of the season, there's just no stopping them.
And there you have it, a smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Now, Karun, I'd be really keen to know, how do you think the Haas team will be reflecting on today's results?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
For the next round, Formula 1 won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
So Max Verstappen extends his lead in the championship, overtaking Carlos Sainz, and Ocon overtakes us in the Drivers' Championship, and we gain 2 points on RB, which means surely P6 is guaranteed now in the Constructors. Let's start laying off for next season for Haas, make them a proper title contender, and then leave and go back to our team and build them up. Well, hopefully our team has got money, because if we move back to our team and they've got no money, that is going to be really sad. Pit Stop Championship was alright, we didn't do amazing. We got some sponsor money, we got some research complete on the chassis, the sponsor plan. We achieved target, so we're going to get some pennies for that, 2.1 million. No extra money. We're going to do some research on some more car parts. A rear wing. Put a couple of engineers on that, should be done in 25 days. And new side pods have been made. And everyone is ready to go for the Zandvoort Grand Prix. There's a 3-week break between Spa and Zandvoort, so plenty of time. I'm going to remove the manufacturer on the side pods so we can manufacture the new spec of side pods, because we might as well. And I'm considering making 3, possibly 4, but I think we're just going to make do with 3 for now. I'm going to change the pit stop training to just gym training, because that's what you need to make the pit stop training faster. And then, yeah, gym training on practically everything. And then Dan Fallows goes up to 89 racing. We get underfloor research complete, and we're going to design a new suspension and then increase tyre preservation and put as many engineers on that as possible. So, oh no, because we've got 2 more projects to do actually. We're going to design a chassis. They're quite expensive to manufacture at 1.8 million a piece, but I'm only designing the new parts of what's about to break, just so we can get some newer parts in rather than building new parts of ones that aren't breaking, because then we'll just keep on building parts. But if you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more F1 Manager at Zandvoort. Hopefully we can go well.